Welcome to Yes Bitch TV, Honey Yes God. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. Please make sure you are liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. And if you really about that motherfucking life, please click the bell. That way you're updated every time I'm dropping something new. I just wanted to come and talk about Pose really quickly as we're entering season 2. No, I'm not going to be reviewing every episode. I just, caught up on season 2, just got finished watching episode 4, and I felt it in my spirit to try to have an open conversation about a couple of the things that this show is, I feel is really educating our community once again. Because, we've gotten kind of away from educating ourselves and the rest of the gays in the community. Let's be honest here. Yeah, we may have medications they didn't have back then. Yes, we may have more preventive, techniques than we did back then. And yes, HIV and AIDS isn't the death sentence, that we once thought it was. But have we taken for granted this new technology, these new discoveries and research? Have we taken for granted the time that we live in? And honestly, I feel like we have. I'm 31 years old, so even in my generation, I feel like we don't take responsibility the right way when it comes to not just HIV and AIDS, but just the way we walk within our own community and how we walk outside of our community. We've gotten away from the traditional sense of how to really do things in this world. And we've also, made a lot of successful strides towards, great opportunities for the gays, great opportunities for, our legacies in the world. And we're way more accepted now than we have ever been. But with saying about all of those great accomplishments and all those heights that we've, been able to, climb, I think we've forgotten who paved the way for us. I think we've forgotten the absolute struggle that came with having these freedoms that we have now as gays in this society. And I think a lot of people my age and older would totally agree. When you really take a deep look, even for you young girls out there, take a deep look and ask yourselves, like, I think how we talk about white privilege, I think we need to talk about, gay privilege. We're privileged right now. You got kids that are comfortable enough, they're starting to come out like way beyond their teen years. They already know who they are. Do you know why? Because it's not thank you to bitches like me, it's thank you to bitches that came before even me, honey. You know what I'm saying? The older queens, the real girls who laid down their life for the struggle, bitch, for the cause, to bring some type of awareness to the things that destroy our communities, the lies that destroy our communities, and the lies that are continuing being told today about us within our communities and about our communities from people who don't even fucking know how our lives are. Forgive me if I'm going on a tangent, but I think the real ones would totally understand where I'm coming from. I think this generation, we've gotten a little lax, we've gotten a little comfortable in our privilege, and we forget to say thank you to the bitches who made it possible for us to live in our truth to this day. If it wasn't for them, we would still be in the closet in fear of being hung, beaten, castrated in the streets, like they used to do us back in the days. Police would still be hunting us down. People would still be looking at us like we're crazy. Now we have a lot of safe spaces. Now we have a lot of opportunities. We're not looked down. We still are in a way. Don't ever get it twisted, bitch. Once oppressed, always oppressed, bitch. It's just gonna come differently. You know what I'm saying? But now there's more of a worldwide awareness and a neutral understanding that, bitch, the gays are here to stay, accept it. And a lot of people have, and a lot of people have not. And at the end of the day, I think that's what makes the world go round, is the things that make us different also will be the things that make us stand out in the crowd and be able to be the best version of our motherfucking selves. And you're always going to have people in the world that are not accepting to that, and that's fine. Guess what? Hopefully their next generation, after they done passed on, bitch, learns tolerance and acceptance. That way, that perpetual cycle of fuck shit doesn't continue to hinder the progress that we're trying to make in this motherfucking world. And let's just talk about Pose real quick. You know, one thing I really enjoy about this show, and I didn't think I was even going to enjoy the show, but it came out on Netflix, and I hate fucking commercials. So I watched season one, and I totally fell in love with it. And watching season one totally reminded me of the gratefulness that I do need to have for those that came before me, and that made it possible for me to live in this gay privilege that I feel like I take for granted, even in my for myself. Um, it also, you know, gave me another understanding towards um, an underserved and abused part of our culture, which is the trans girls. Because I don't live it and because I don't walk it, I never was around it growing up. I didn't really have an understanding towards it. So by watching the show, it's kind of opened up my mind and has made me really feel stupid on a lot of things I thought I knew, on things I didn't want to know. And now I'm just like, you know what? If it wasn't for this level of awareness, I probably would still be like most of the people like myself in the gay community that are just in the sunken place thinking our gay is the gay. Not realizing there are many facets, many categories in our community that should be celebrated. All of us should be celebrated. Femmes, masculines, bottoms, tops, verses, you know, the trans girls, and anybody who identifies however they want to identify. And I think one of the things that's really destroyed us in this generation is the label situation. Labels have totally conquered and destroyed the meaning of, you know, being gay in our community. And honestly, guys, one thing this show also shows us is how the fuck can we really sit here and ask for other people's acceptance of us when we don't even accept ourselves, and because of that, we don't even accept the people who are within our community. I've always, regardless of my ignorance in a lot of situations, I've always held in respect everyone I come in contact with in my community. I come in contact with trans, I come in contact with boys who just like to dress up, I've come in contact with bottoms, versus tops, masculines, feminists, drag queens. You know, I've come in contact with a lot of people, and I always show people with the utmost respect. But what we're seeing nowadays is there's a lack of any kind of respect for the girls in our community. And forgive me if I feel like I'm stuttering around, but I don't want to say the wrong fucking thing. You feel me? I want to be absolutely correct, straightforward, and clear with what the fuck it is I'm trying to, you know, say to everyone. Um, and another thing I live for about Pose is it talks about actual issues that still continue to plague our community to this day. One of the things I did want to point out was when we saw Angel, you know, try to get that photo shoot together, girl. The girl didn't have the coins. And so daddy was like, girl, I saw you up on the pier hoeing. I know who you are. I know what you are. I'm going to exploit this. We all know that those are things that are still going on to this day. We have people in high-powered situations that will do and say anything to exploit you, especially if you are poor and unknowledgeable. You have a lot of people that sit up in these high-fashion worlds and everywhere that will exploit your motherfucking ass, bitch. Take it out on you. We see it with R. Kelly. We see it with these predators. They will seek you out. It don't matter, gay, straight, trans, up, down, bottom, turn around, bitch. It don't matter, ho. These people will take advantage of you. And it was just also good to see that at the end of all of that, things still continue to work out for Angel. So one of the messages that I live for with that is no matter what's going on, honey, no matter what, you can continue to be successful in your own right. And we do not need people to validate us. And you end up putting yourself in a traumatic situation that could follow you for the rest of your life. And I totally can relate to that situation. So kudos to Pose for being able to show that and explain it without explaining. You feel what I'm saying? I totally appreciate that. Another situation that, you know, we got to talk about here is obviously what happened to Candy in season 2, episode 4, where she was found killed in a hotel. Mama had to do what she had to do to get the extra coins to pay that rent so her and her children can eat, bitch. Okay, we all know or have experienced or know someone who has been so down on their luck. They won't ever tell you they're having issues because they're trying to get it from the mud. That's all they know. So sometimes you have to use what you got to get what you want, Players Club type tease. It don't matter what time, what generation it has been, we all have been there. Totally get it. Let me tell y'all something real quick, and this is the meat and the potatoes of this mother, and why I wanted to talk about this video and why I'm having such a hard time explaining it, because I'm going to share some personal things with you guys. And that is what prompted me to make this video. I was crying the whole time, as you can see in Dark Eyes Bitch. I was crying the whole time watching this situation with Candy up until the very end of her departure. And it makes me think of when I was younger, you know, I was what they called a late bloomer to the gay life. I really didn't have any real understanding of the ins and outs of how things worked. And when I finally first started getting noticed and getting attention, you know what I'm saying, from Trade Child, I didn't know how to act. And a lot of times, because I was uneducated with the ins and outs of the community, because I suffer from a great deal of low self-esteem, depression, bipolar, just coming from foster care and having some fucked up experiences there, and just the way I feel like I treat men and how men treat me, it's just the whole fuck shit, all based on trauma. And the relation there is you let me just cut it clean. I started meeting men online, okay, and blissfully, yes, it can be one of ecstasy if you're not trying to think too much about it and you just want to wham bam, thank you man, yes God honey. You do what you got to do to get yours. And that's one of the things that was going on during my time when I was 18, 19 years old. But I never truly thought of the dangers of meeting a stranger online, having someone come to your house, or you meeting someone any fucking where. Even if you're a meeting in public, it's still supposed to be something that becomes a nervous feeling. And each and every time, no matter how confident I was always shaking in my boots. And one thing I love that, and I know I'm taking it a little off topic, it still relates. I loved about what Miss Evangelista name is, I forgot her name already. When she talked about, when she was telling her tea about, why she has what she has, it killed me, because it's just like, that's the same feeling I had. I was not loved as a child by my mother, don't know my father, coming from a lot of, Psych 101 kind of traumatic tease, bitch, you know what I'm saying? So you're looking to fulfill these voids that you have in your fucking mind, body, and spirit, bitch. Your heart is empty. And on the outside, you look good, you're happy, you're enjoying life, but no one really knows what the fuck is going on the inside. And a lot of times in the gay life, we end up losing our parents. My situation is different. I was in foster care. It wasn't because I was gay, but I didn't have my parents. So when I was in foster care with certain foster moms and people who came in my life as women, I would kind of seek that mothership with them. And I didn't trust men, so I wasn't ever looking for a father. All I want to do is find them, fucking feed them, leave them, honey, okay? And because that's how I viewed how you supposed to, because men ain't shit and you can't trust them, you might as well use them for what you can use them for and keep it fucking moving. That was my mind frame because of how I looked at men. Okay? Trauma's a motherfucker, bitch. It'll have you believing and feeling some type of way, and it'll turn it around in your ass and add more trauma to your life. But because of those absences, it made it easy for strangers to come in my life and make me feel whole, but not realizing, they were filling holes, honey. This isn't a laughing matter, bitch, okay? But the light and the load, oh, girl, I'm just, all the puns, child, my bad. To fill those voids, you find yourselves laying with strangers and not realizing that those are only moments. And for some minutes, okay, some of the, again, niggas ain't shit. So I was trying to fill those moments and felt like, wow, I'm finally being seen and accepted. And then 10, 15, 20 minutes later, I don't even know this motherfucker's name. He don't even know my name. I'm just looking back. I don't feel bad about anything I did. I don't regret nothing that I did because, bitch, it made me who I am today. And my philosophy is still the same. Niggas ain't shit. So if you single and you feel you might as well find them, fucking feed them, and leave them, bitch. Because most of these niggas ain't shit, and that's just true motherfucking tea. But just like Miss Evangelista, I totally get that whole situation. And lucky for me, I'm not going through what she's going through, but I totally relate to the story. I totally can relate to that feeling of missing something, and no, even if it was for a momentary glimpse in time, you made me feel like a WOMAN bitch. You made me feel good, not realizing that after 10 people later, or however many people later, okay, um, you ain't even really counting. You're not even paying attention. You're just going with the flow of how you think you should feel, and it's fucked up. When you get grown, because when I was 25 going on 26, I sat back in my life. I had restarted my life all over again, and I really went to taking inventory and trying to unpack a bunch of trauma. That way I can learn to move the fuck on with my life. Still to this day, it is a hard shit, bitch, trying to continue to move forward with life, knowing you have all of this shit that you have yet to address. And you don't have the time to do it. Because one false move in this motherfucking world, bitch, your ass is grass, honey. So to dwell on things that only bring darkness and heavy, 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 heavy burden emotions, bitch, all that's gonna do is knock you off track. But I come to y'all today because I didn't really meant to make this all about me, but I wanted to tell my story. There's a lot of people out here, a lot of young gays out here that are surfing these grinder apps, these other apps, and hey, look here, bitch, I'm not here to preach to you motherfuckers. I am not here to tell you that it's bad. Do you, honey, whatever makes you, but be safe with the shit. I just read a story that there's some crazy bitch on Grindr, Jacked or whatever, luring the girls in, killing them and drowning them and shit. You have all kinds of people that are not who they claim to be on these social media websites, on these dating applications. So you do have to be mindful. Please, I know, trust me, honey, sex is better than midnight hour, bitch. You feel better. No one can see what you're doing. Ain't nobody gonna judge you. Or you're dealing with a so-called DL who only wants to be seen at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Trust me, I've been there and done that. I have been in situations where I literally have had to pull my sister Mary Clarence out on a bitch-ass nigga. Not because their motivation was to kill me, but because their motivation was to rob me. Because their motivation was to wake the fuck up out of the drug haze they were in and realize that, oh shit, I just got my dick sucked by a nigga. You got some of those daddies out there that's on that crazy ass fuck shit who wake up and realize, oh shit, they just trying to put on real quick because they don't want you to know that this is really what they really desired. Okay? You got a lot of crazy situations. A lot of these niggas be drunk. A lot of these niggas be high. A lot of these motherfuckers be on some real fucking drugs, bitch. And when they come to, they ready to blame it all on you and kill your ass. I knew a bitch a long time ago, bitch. Well, I didn't know the bitch. A friend of mine knew a bitch. Miss Pular, honey, down from Miami, bitch. They said she was dealing with this trade. He already knew what was tea. Something happened. He ended up almost getting exposed. Next thing you know, they found her ass tied up on the train tracks with her dick cut off, shoved in her ass. Those are my early, warnings in life that people were trying to tell me about. When you dealing with trade, when you dealing with these niggas out here, there are certain rules that you should follow. But because we are young, because we think we are invincible, because we think that we're different and that it could never happen to us, we go ahead and say, girl, y'all just talking that old head shit. And I have been in situations before. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to tell y'all this, but I have been forced to do things against my motherfucking will. And it's not a great feeling, bitch. So all I'm trying to tell y'all is, I'm over it, child. Honey, I've been got my revenge a long time ago. Things I don't even want to talk about, girl, because, bitch, there ain't no statute of limitations on the shit that I motherfucking got revenge on. But anyway, all I'm trying to tell y'all is to protect yourselves, be mindful of what it is that you are doing, and please, no matter how cocky you are, bitch, there is a motherfucker out there plotting on your motherfucking ass. Okay, you just heard the girls out somewhere in Florida. The boy was playing on the gay apps, meeting up with these bottoms. I mean, not just say bottoms, child. Meeting up with the gay boys and robbing their motherfucking ass. Him and his girlfriend was doing it together, bitch. So you got a lot of people out here that are plotting on us. Even down here in Florida, they had a situation about a year or two ago. These young boys, this old Mexican queen was out here offered to pay for the boys. The boys came to her house and robbed that bitch. I'm like, girl, you didn't even give the bitch no dick or nothing. And that hoe had the nerve to get on the news and tell, oh, it was on Grindr. And I was like, girl, no. No, 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 no. Protect yourself. If you ain't got no background, please get you a gun license. Carry that shit with you. If you know you're going to be a hoe, tell your friend where you going. I contact my good Judy, girl, it's 5 in the morning. Girl, I'm up yonder. This is where the fuck I'm at. Ping the location, hoe. If you don't hear from me within the hour, bitch, if you can't get in contact with me, you better call the goddamn police, bitch. There's certain codes you should definitely live by. Again, we are not trying to preach to y'all. Again, who the fuck am I? I'm just sitting here spilling all my tea because I want somebody, even if one bitch that watches this video, if this can save your motherfucking life, bitch, let me tell you something, or just help you have more confidence within yourself when you're stepping in these fucking dark alleys, girl. Just be careful. Have fun. Life should be lived. Trade is to be had, honey. Enjoy your motherfucking self. Because I can sit here all day and try to preach the gospel, bitch, but that don't do shit, especially for a bitch like me. Some people have to learn through real life experience. And unfortunately, a lot of hoes used to try to tell me the tea. I thought my pussy ain't stink, bitch, and I was going to do what the fuck I wanted to do. And then I got caught up in situations that could have ended my motherfucking life. True tea. So when we refer back to Candy and Pose, she did what she had to do. And then you see she was one of the toughest bitches everybody knew, and she still got. Okay? She was a street smart bitch, and shit, she just got finished folding up a hole in the closet with one of her good Judies, bitch. So obviously she was a hardcore bitch. I've always been a hardcore bitch. I never would have thought someone would have been able to force me to do anything. But they were able to. They got the upper hand on me. And I'm a big girl. And back then I was a little bit more slimmer, but bitch, I've always been strong. And for someone to overpower me, and I don't really tell that story because I feel so, my pride is in the way. Like, I take so much pride in being a strong, capable person. And a motherfucker can't get one on me. But that motherfucker did. And I got mine. He got his. Yes, God. And you have to remind yourself all the time, just be safe, y'all. And the young girls, don't get offended when the older ones start trying to preach and tell y'all what the fuck's going on, because nothing has changed. The game has always been the same, boo. The players are only thing that's different. I'm gonna say it again. The game has always been the same. It hasn't changed. The only difference is the players have changed. So everything we're experiencing now, we've already experienced at one point or another in the past. So everything, even though Pose is a time period drama, it's speaking facts to what is going on in today's reality. Okay? So we need to pay attention. Number one, protect ourselves. Yes, God, honey, learn some self-defense. Learn to use some motherfucking condoms, bitch. Learn to try to at least judge these men a little bit better. Again, it's not just about the risk of catching infectious diseases. It's about protecting yourself physically from a bitch-ass nigga who's going to try to rape you or hurt you. They're out here, honey. Watch the fucking news. They're snatching everybody, girl, and they're killing the girls. So all I gotta say, loving Pose. Again, I'm not doing reviews. I just wanted to talk about a few of the gems of life they were spitting in this fucking season so far. I do advise people, if you have not had an opportunity to watch it, please do so. I feel like I'm learning something all over again about myself and my community that I didn't know was there. And I'm very proud of that. And I feel more prideful, amen? I feel more prideful in my gayness. I feel more prideful for my gay community, my gay brothers and sisters, my trans family, bitch. I feel more prideful and more educated. Um, and again, be you, be happy. You get one fucking life, bitch. One motherfucking life. Don't let no one ever try to rain dark clouds over your motherfucking parade, bitch. Be you, be happy. Yes, I know that's the Cheerios slogan. Be you, be happy, be healthy, bitch. And if we can't be wealthy, honey, yes, God, honey. Be you guys. I'm for real, because this is a hard life to live. And bitch, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out just like Candy did, bitch. Like a motherfucking star, bitch, being an original, being my motherfucking self. Okay? And I want that for everybody. And anything else? That's all I have for you guys. Yes, guys, please, please, please catch Pose, y'all. Pose. It's on FX. I forget the time of the day because I just downloaded the shit. But yes, episode 1 through 4, season 2 was everything. Spitting gems of life. Love it, love it, love it. You guys be blessed, never stressed, and hopefully someone got something out of this. I think it was kind of very therapeutic for me to kind of tell a little bit of my truth. And, don't judge me. And if you do, fuck you. We all have gone through some things in life, and that's just part of my journey. And that's something that I did not want to share, but I felt the spirit moved me to share it. So hopefully someone gets something out of this commentary. You guys enjoy your day. Take care. Peace, love, and blessings.